Stay up late, we don't care. JJ and Mengkin here to share. Sumo talk, ain't no flair. Lazy vibes in the air. Might go stumble through. Sumo tales just for you. No script, no cue.
Hello and welcome to Minimum Effort Podcast.
Just made it back right in time, JJ. Right in time. Like, right, bam! I was like, "What did it go somewhere?" Right on time, he was back. He sat down as the camera pan, like.
Yes. So I am JJ, like Mengkin was saying. Mengkin is there too. We are the host of this amazing podcast, and this podcast right now, and you know what? I want to change it up a little bit. Changing it up. Boom.
Whoa.
Changing it up. Yes. I'm changing it all up. That's
We're in
right.
circles now.
We're in circles. Not only are we in circles, we're in award season. So that means
2024 minimum effort podcast maximum effort awards.
Yes, this is the Maximum Effort Awards, brought to you by the Minimum Effort Podcast. Yes. So the whole idea here is to recognize people throughout the year for their awesomeness and their ability to perform under pressure and just really putting in that maximum effort. We really do live by that. Even though this is the Minimum Effort Podcast, it is in the Maximum Effort Studios, right? So it's all connected. And we're gonna hit a couple different ones, a couple different twos, and we're going to start off with a little bit of a review. So, the favorite athlete of the year. Last year we were not unanimous. We did not. We had two different choices, right? And for the favorite athlete of the year, this is any gender. This is not a gender picked one, right? So you can pick anyone you want. My favorite athlete of the year of last year was Christina, and it was the amazing effort that she put in to cut weight, represent the United States 2 times, and being able to win a medal, and also becoming getting fourth on the world stage. So it's a lot going on with that. And then, no surprise, Mengkin's was edible cognac.
Yeah, I love edible. Even though he hates me, he doesn't like, he insults my sumo, but hey,
He doesn't hate you. He just hates what you do. It's a similar thing. Right? And just a full disclaimer: this is our favorites. So it's not the best, right? Yeah. Everything is our favorites, right? This is going to be based upon a short sampling size. Only really amateur sumo in America. That is our focus line. If the feelings are hurt, that's just because we didn't see it. And everybody.
There's no opinions on what we know and what we saw and what we like. So, disclaimer.
All right. So, Mr. Mengkin, who is your favorite athlete of 2024?
Ooh, favorite athlete of 2024. Ooh, I'm gonna go with. This is difficult. I'm gonna go with Seth Adams.
Okay.
Yeah, simply Seth Adams.
All right. Speak about that, please.
He was, I guess, when he first started. I don't know, when did he start sumo? 2022, maybe. Anyway, 23, he did really well. Nationals, he came in second place, right? He's kind of been on a roll since 2023 with winning, consistently placing in light heavyweight. every tournament he's gone to. 2024, even better. He's won a couple of tournaments. He won, of course, the Nationals. And on his first world stage, he made it... How far did he make? He made it to almost to the semifinals, right?
Yes. Yeah.
He beat a bunch of people.
Because he fought Eric. Remember, that was the whole... Who's your sensei? Who's your sensei?
So yeah, I think and first showing on the world stage, he did really well. I think one of the best light heavyweight showings we've had. I think.
Okay.
In a while for men. Yep. So I'm thinking Sensei Seth and all the effort, all the training he put into sumo and a bunch of other stuff, but sumo specifically.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
All right, so this one we're not agreeing on, right? And again, that's doesn't need to be. But my favorite athlete of the year is Ashley Smallwood. So Ashley has literally under 1 year of sumo experience, and she went from her very first tournament, SoCal Open, where she trained 1 day before. Or like one training day before, which was 2 or 3 weeks prior to that. So she trained a little, did the SoCal Open, and then it was planted. It was planted in her soul. She started training religiously. Then she, ends up kind of, on a repeat here, right? So she wins nationals. She ends up winning clutch matches on the world stage. She goes out and she gets 4th on the world stage at Worlds. So it's almost like a repeat. It's that same kind of story, but that a different like passion, and it's amazing to see. So Ashley Smallwood is my favorite athlete of 2020.
That is a great choice. Ashley is a great choice.
Oh, I know. And if you guys want to follow her, she's SD Soul Snatcher, and she will snatch your soul.
So yeah. Yep.
All right. And now it goes into Junior Athlete of the Year. So just to reference last year, my particular pick was Ben, just based off of his performances at Nationals. And then he had like the toughest competition in Japan. So there was a lot on it, and it was a little bit more of an underdog story, especially when you look into into Japan. And then your pick, Mr. Mengkin, do you remember?
No.
Your pick was Malik. Your pick was Malik, and it was mainly based on the SoCal Open, where he dominated in the juniors division, and then at the Consulates Cup, him being a little robbed and not medaling in the
men's lightweight,
but should have, right? And obviously his dominant performance in the juniors, right? And then all of the other stuff that he's done. He has a great soul. So, Mr. Mengkin, who is your Junior Athlete of the Year?
Thank you for reminding me about this. I am going to go again with Malik.
Malik. This is where I think we are both separados, right? So we are in the same boat. Malik is my athlete, my Junior Athlete of the Year. He did amazing at Worlds. He ended up coming in 4th. So, there's some magic to it, right? He went out, he put in literal maximum effort on the world stage, and he fought some tough people. And he beat Bulgaria when I needed him to beat Bulgaria. And he's also, this was his last year as a youth.
Junior. Yeah, I was just gonna say, that was his last tournament ever as a youth, and now he's in it.
Now he's a full-fledged adult.
Yeah, he'll be competing as an adult.
So Malik is our athlete of the year.
Yes, indeed he is.
All right. And now, Mr. Mencken, we are going to go into the the female athlete of the year. Last year, we were both unanimous, and we had Kellyanne Ball.
Kellyanne Ball, yeah.
Mostly because of her dedication to sumo, her continued training, her traveling throughout everywhere just to train, and the gross amount of effort and commitment that she puts into sumo, which ended up showing on the world stage. Mr. Mencken, where do you sit?
Ooh, I am gonna go with Itan.
Itan. Nice.
Perez.
Go ahead.
Reasoning behind this, of course, she second year representing the U.S. in a open weight division. She does struggle a bit at the beginning, like she did last year, but she always comes in clutch. She always brings that something ignites a fire in her after a poor performance for her weight class, and she comes in and then dominates the team divisions. She also beat Kellyanne at the Consulates Cup to win. What did she win? Silver?
Yep.
Yeah. Twice, I think she beat Kellyanne too.
Okay.
Yeah. Open invite. So I think Itan is the up and comer for the women's heavy/open weight, and I think we're going to see more wins from her. More. What do you call it? More showings from her this year, 2025, meaning 2025.
Okay. My female athlete of the year is Kellyanne Ball. Mainly from year to year, she only gets better. And where it counts, she knows how to really secure a victory. And the way that she corrals the team as the unofficial / official captain of the team is quite amazing, right? There was a lot of development, like as a person, that I saw from her at Worlds, because a lot of times people only want to look at the performance, which the performance itself was third in the team tournament, second in heavyweight, right? And you look at that, you're like, the performance was great, but there is always a lot that an athlete has to do not
to
on
get
this
there,
stage, right? So there's a lot that builds around, right? And I'm not going to speak to it, but there is a lot going on, right? And even with everything going wrong, she still ends up like taking that victory, right? I shed a lot of tears. That's just what I do. Like, I like to cry about things. That's me. I'm checked with my emotions. Or
I've never seen JJ cry. So
that's because you don't put in enough effort.
You get angry at me. That's what you do.
That's a different emotion. I celebrate excellence, and I'm very angry about when people disappoint me. But we're not talking about that. We're lifting up the fact that Kellyanne did an amazing job. And after Worlds, almost all of those tournaments after Worlds kind of don't count in my heart, right? Because there was a lot going on. But once again, this is just my own perspective, and I'm really close in, right? I'm really into the mix, and we might have done too much post-Worlds.
Yeah.
But with that being said, I do not disagree with your Itan pick. I do think that she is really putting it together. And Itan, when talking about athletes having to deal with stuff on the outside, Itan also does too, right? There's always a lot that every athlete has to corral and put together. So your choice is extremely valid, and mine is too. So JJ's choice of the year is Kellyanne Ball, and Menken's choice of the year is Itan Perez. What an amazing job. I love this. All right. Now we're gonna go to male athlete of the year. Last year, we both picked Joe Ponsetto. We both picked Joe Ponsetto. He was a 3-time national champion. He excelled.
Three
time world champion. He, did very well at the world stage. He ate so much that he was Beefy Joe. I miss Beefy Joe. Now I got Skinny Joe. But Joe does not qualify for this because he is retired.
Yeah, he's retired.
So,
he hasn't competed.
Mr. Mengkin, who is your male athlete of 2024?
Oh man, I don't know. There's a lot to pick from.
Come on.
I am going to say Edible Coneja.
Edible Coneja. So you picked him twice? Is that right?
No.
Who'd you pick? Oh yeah. All right. So Edible Coneja. Go ahead and speak about that, please.
Similar to last year, why I picked him as my favorite. Mr. Edible Coneja, this year, a national champ, did really, really well in Worlds. He had, he had the toughest straw you could get. It was Japan, then Ukraine, and he beat Japan, so close beating Ukraine, and then he got up the losers bracket, and one mistake and he lost. But not just that, he is consistently training really hard to be the best he can, better than he was the day before, better than last year, better than the year before. He's always working hard. He's always analyzes himself. He's done his recap of his first tournament ever. Right? He's looking back at this, talking about himself, watching himself when he was younger 3 years ago. I think he puts in the effort on and off the dohyo. And I think that warrants him being the male athlete of the year for me.
Okay. That's amazing. So I was really stuck between two individuals for this one. And we all have different things that qualify as because it's literally just our favorites, our choice, right? And it got I watched way too much nationals not to go this direction. So my choice
Jay
for excuse me, what?
Jay?
Well, okay, so it is in between Jay and Eric.
Okay.
So literally it's between those two, right? And one side of me wants to pick the person that didn't represent the US, right? And one person wants to say it's the guy that did, right? And ultimately, I'm going with Jay Scrivens, right? And the reason why is for a couple different things. One is the year that he put in, right? The year that he put in as a whole, he has grown so much not just as an athlete, because his athletics was amazing, right? Even with miscellaneous injuries, but then he also got married, he bought a house, all of these things that are supposed to affect your performance, and it hasn't interfered with him whatsoever. He ends up winning the Texas Championship, right? And when he went to Worlds, he didn't have the performance that he wanted, right? That's just how it works, right? We went out there and you try to do the best that you can, and he came up short, right? He slipped, he had like missteps, but then even after that, it's about what the athlete does post Worlds. That first Worlds is a gimme. It's either good or it's usually shit, right? It's one or the other. And he took that and he was like, all right, let me assess some stuff. And I saw him cooking, right? I saw him cooking at Consulates Cup. I saw him cooking at the Mr. Olympia. I saw him cooking. Also, the fact that he was at both of those tournaments also speaks to his hunger. And then he ends up doing the Texas Classic, right? So there's like back-to-back things. He's really putting in the work. And I, again, look at the year as a whole, and it's just a constant roller coaster. And it's more highs than there are lows. And he, Jay, is my 2024 sumo male athlete of the year.
Good choice. Good choice.
All right. And now, after male athlete of the year, we go to club of the year. Club of the year. Last year, we were not together on this one. My choice was Dallas Sumo, mainly based upon their outreach and the success of their athletes throughout the year. And then your choice was Raijin Sumo Club. Mr. Mengkin, where do you sit?
Ooh, I'm smiling right now because I don't want to be biased, guys. I don't want to be biased. It's not because this is my club, but I'm picking Honu Sumo San Diego.
You're picking Honu Sumo? You know what's
Honu
crazy?
Sumo,
I'm also picking Honu Sumo. Right? And again, it's not a bias thing, right? That's not what this is. It's literally, I mean, if any club did what Honu did, I would have picked.
Yeah,
right.
I mean, we did the SoCal Open, put so much effort into that. You hosted nationals. You and Christina put on so much effort into all, hosting nationals, other stuff. We did the maximum effort gala. We did, we as in like Honu Sumo. Of course, we do all this podcasting, video editing. You were the head coach. We had how many athletes in the world team?
Oh God, what was it? Every division for male, every division for female. So what is that? That's 5 and 5. 2 athletes for female, 12, and then 2 athletes for junior, 14.
Honu Sumo sent 14 people.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was thinking of the U.S. team as a whole.
No.
Oh God. I don't want to count again. Just a lot.
1, 2, 3, 4. 4? We didn't send any males, right?
So
it was
we did.
Malik.
We had Malik, Mei Lee. We had Leah, Ashley. Kellyanne doesn't count right now. Not she wasn't official. Timeline.
But 4, yeah, that's 4 athletes that we sent.
True.
So I think that counts towards, like, not, of course, I'm human, so there's always some sort of bias, but I'm trying to be as unbiased as possible. I don't think there's any other club, at least this year, that put in as much effort and had as much output and in sumo itself.
This is true. I'm definitely behind the scenes on it, and I know how much work we put into it. But I think one of the tipping points was nationals. I think nationals as a whole was a big tipping point, and just the amount of work that it takes to do nationals it's a lot. And as a club, my whole club helped me, right? The whole club helped. I had a lot of broken promises of people that were going to help, but then my club helped me.
Yep.
And that's huge, right? And I'm not pointing fingers on who didn't help, whatever. It's just when people are also competing, they fall apart and they focus on things that they need to focus on. And I totally get that. But my club not only performed extremely well, but they also were able to help run most of these events with me, which is quite wild. So yeah, I mean,
Honu Sumo San Diego.
You
have to be specific about Honu Sumo San Diego because it's not the only.
No. That is wrong. There's only one
Honu
Honu.
sumo.
All right,
Just
There's
two
one-
locations.
Two locations, one Honu. At no point in time do we divide. There's only
Okay.
one Honu.
Okay.
Right, and eventually when Honu's sumo whales opens, or dragon, or whatever you're gonna call it on the side, it's dragon having a turtle shell, whatever, that will also be Honu sumo. We're all one. There is no division here. There is none. We
The only difference is the branch, right? We will be a branch in Wales, so we are one team, but if
we're just in a different location. That's it.
Different location,
We're just in a
yeah.
different location. We're always one. We're always one. That is how this works. That is the only way it works. Is together we grow, separate we fall.
Mhm.
All right.
True that.
Yes, indeed. Mengkin, do you have any miscellaneous highlights that you would like to express?
Miscellaneous highlights.
Maybe, you know what? Let's add in a new one.
Oh no.
Biggest disappointment of the year.
Oh, biggest disappointment of the year. JJ should know what this is. The biggest disappointment of the year was JJ Jones at Nationals.
Wow. Wow. I agree. We are sabbatical on that one. Yes, indeed.
That's the biggest disappointment of the year. And I understand why you did so bad, JJ Jones, but it was extremely disappointing to watch.
I just want to say something. All right, I lost to literally one person. All right,
Yeah,
lost
twice.
To one. Shut up. For a second, all right, I lost to one person, and I had a lot going on. But I lost to one person.
Yeah, no, I
I'm just
understand that.
I'm just putting that into the reality that I literally lost to one person. So just as you're talking all this crap, just know that I only lost once. That's it. Like, I only lost to one person. All right. So just
that's
get
how
over it.
award. What is the award called? The biggest disappointment of the year award.
Oh my god. I'm gonna make a T-shirt of this. I'm gonna wear it.
Biggest,
Oh my god. Oh man, we should make T-shirts and give them to the people that won our.
We gave awards to.
Yes. Maybe T-shirts are too much. Maybe it should be stickers. I don't know. Actually, you know what? I'll let the chat decide. Chat, go ahead and write in there what you think we should do. Should we do awards? Should we do
hats.
T-shirts, hats, maybe beanies?
No, beanies. Beanies might be good. What is
Beanies
it?
might
But
be good.
no, something simpler. Pens. I don't know.
Pins. Ooh, pins are cool. I kind of like pins. I feel like that fits us well. Like, what happened to your pen? Lost it. I don't know. Somebody borrowed it. Who knows? They had your name on it. All right.
Biggest disappointment of the year award to JJ Jones.
Yes,
for sucking
yes.
at sumo.
Once again, you don't have the right to say that. I feel like I would literally take that from anybody else, but you. Because what have you? You know what? We're not even going to do that. Thank you
Goodbye,
everyone for
Bye.
coming with us on this journey. Just watch out for the next year's tournament. All that stuff.
2025.
2025. Here we go.
Whoop.
Never effort to the max. Sumo wrestling, no tracks. JJ and Mengkin, just relax. Life unfolds with chill acts. Legend falls and strides. Sumo tales bringing lives. We just chat, no surprise. Lost in stories that thrive. No edits, no fuss. Sumo tales just for us. In this groove we trust. It's the Lazy Talkers Bus.